Hey Gemini, welcome to your forecast from the Gasmic Tarot. This is a general reading, love, money, career, for the period beginning the 15th of February. Because it's a general reading, it may not resonate with all of you, so you might want to take a look at the forecast for your moon sign and your rising sign as well. If it does resonate, if you want me to resonate with your energy, if you want to claim the reading, throw a comment below the video. All right, let's get started. You fell out. All right, let's get started. So, if this is your first time, know that I channel messages from Spirit. This is a spirit-driven reading. It normally has homework, as spirits do. I have an army of spirits. That's why I smudge all the time. So, I'm also getting some of your spirit guides in. Those of you who are guided to the videos, I'm getting some of your spirit guides, some of your past loved ones. I have somebody's past loved one in here. They used to refinish furniture. Something with furniture. Touching up, building, refinishing. Older gentleman, obviously. Gray hair. Not too tall. Not heavy. Regular size. He's showing me his like woodworking projects. So that's just Spirit's way of saying, hey, I'm here. I miss you. I love you. So, okay. All right. So for the period beginning the 15th of February, what do we have for our Geminis? What do we got? All right. We're starting out with the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords. I think I need more coffee. We've got the Moon in reverse. Two of Coins. We have the Strength card. We have the Two of Cups. Ooh, and we have the Nine of Coins. Let's start with those. I'm sure I'll pull one or two more. All right, so at the beginning of this period, I get the sense that some of you are feeling trapped. You're in a situation, you can't figure out a way out. Things, perceived anyway, don't look as if there's there are any options for you. Take a look at the picture. So we've got this woman in a red dress. Red is root chakra, food, water, shelter, financial security, or how you see yourself in the world. So some of you may be dealing with some type of opposition, feeling trapped, that's affecting your brand, affecting your financial situation. And Spirit always says, take the blindfold off. There's always options. So it's followed by the Moon in reverse. And the Moon is about emotions, energy and motion. And so typically the Moon is about a crisis of faith, disillusionment, where you're at, your relationships, and maybe achieving goals and you're not able to really get that satisfaction and fulfillment of them. But in reverse, there's something that you're avoiding, ignoring, you feel stuck in an old pattern. So when it's coupled here, what I'm getting is there's some kind of karmic completion. So whatever you feel trapped in now and is causing you those 3 a.m. wake-up calls, the problems in the stomach area, the problems with elimination, I feel it's tied to some kind of a karmic event, some kind of maybe trauma from past that's being ignored. All right, and it's impacting a good part of your life. I mean, we've got this whole Two of Coins, which is really, about making decisions with money. But, he's the juggler. So you may be making decisions with money. Maybe you owe a bunch of money. But you've always seemed to land on your feet. So you're having to juggle. You're having to juggle things. You're having to look at things a little bit differently. And that's really your homework from Spirit this week. They're saying, yeah, yeah. So, you can do this. You can figure out a way out of this situation that keeps you, brings you back towards the top that you were at before. So, the homework, and I always talk about the Dollar Tree and the notepad. Go get yourself a little notepad and write down the situation. Get it off your chest. Get that heaviness out of your being, and write down everything you feel with the situation. That's going to help you get it off your chest, get that out of your energetic space in order to open yourself up to move forward. And you will move forward. I mean, this is temporary. And for some of you, it may be perceived. Maybe you're pushing out a lot of money for a renovation project right now. Or, okay, so Spirit's saying for one of you, there was a job that was coming through and it's delayed. Another one of you, the Spirit is saying there was a job coming through and it was canceled. So this is your time to write down the situation, how you feel about it, and then on a new page, on a new line, a new column, write down, okay, what action am I going to take to move forward? And if you do that, you'll really find that strength, that support, that support in your home life, the support from people around you. It will help find the strength to balance your relationships, and really solidify them. It will help relieve the tension if those of you who are at work, that you're getting at work. All right? So next to that we have the Two of Cups, and that's about towards the end of this period, really going in the middle of this period, really getting into more of a sense of peace, a sense of harmony. Stress is being relieved. And that's really what you want, Gemini. You want to relieve some of that stress. For some of you, you're actually grabbing and attracting new relationships in your life. And not just new relationship in the love sense, but also new relationships in work and friends, and connections. Connections for business. I also see, if for those of you who want a new relationship or have walked away from an old relationship, you do have the ability to call something in as far as a new love relationship, if that is your choice. When we do a new love relationship, we try to do two things. One, I always write down a list of what it is I'm looking for in a mate. Sometimes we'll have 200 items. Yes, I am a picky bitch. But everything I write down is a positive. Okay? And then I take the list, the universe has my order, I put it away, and then I work on myself. What's that baggage that I'm carrying from the past that I have, and maybe it's from the past relationship, or maybe it's from all my past relationships. And so I have to go and really go in deep to figure out what will trigger that emotion, where's the fear, what haven't I resolved in order to resolve that so that I can be the matching goddess for whatever the god is that's coming in. For those of you who are looking for financial security, I do see this with the Nine of Coins. It's about financial security. It's about tending your garden and really being able to cultivate, especially for those in entrepreneurship and the gig environment, cultivating your financial, let's call it portfolio, but most of us don't have a portfolio. But it is about independence, especially for the female energy, and it's about financial reward. All right. Spirit's telling me one more card. Okay. All right. So then we have the Ten of Coins. Okay. And the Ten of Coins is about wealth. It's about investments maturing. So back to that whole, the financial portfolio. It's about expanding the current home of those of you who are doing home projects. It's about some kind of wealth and maybe a little inheritance, money coming in the mail, or coming to you that you weren't expecting. That happened to me last week. I got a check for $500 when I'm going, Where's that coming from? It made no sense to me. But they sent it to me, so I put it in the bag. It was from a company. So, I'm constantly getting checks in the mail. I constantly get these checks in the mail or refunds or free stuff. Not because I'm applying to anything. It's just that's what happens. Because that's what I believe should happen. Instead of saying I have no money, I was like, oh, I always get checks in the mail. And whatever the check is, even if it's like, sometimes I get a $10 check. I'm very grateful for that, But, a $500 check, a $1,200 check, a free appliance. Oh, I've won a free appliance. I don't remember ever entering anything. So those things happen when your vibration is in Earth B versus Earth A. Earth A is when you live in fear, anger, worry, despair, and the other 50 negative emotions. Earth B, on the other hand, is when you live in peace, joy, and love. So just want to throw that out there, that any circumstance can change to the positive when you are vibrating love and peace versus anger and rage. All right, let's take a look at the cards that we've got here. All right, so we've got Archangel Michael telling us, yeah, you can do this. You can do this. Get out of the despair, release the worry. All right, when I say the word release, I always have a spirit that says release the Kraken. I'm sorry, but it's always in my head after I say release. Release release the Kraken. Release the worry, release the fear. And yeah, you can do it because, Gemini, you can do anything. You've been on top before. Why not be, you can be on top again. That somebody very wise in my life told me, you know what failure means? You haven't done it yet. You know what impossible means? You haven't done it yet. We have Maitra, and I'm going to pronounce that wrong. I apologize. The power of joy. And it is when you're in joy, when you find the joy, that's when your circumstance changes. If you're going to live in worry, you'll attract worry. When you find the joy in even that sip of coffee or whatever your hot beverage is, or that sunrise or that leaf on a tree, that's when the joy comes in. All right, kids, that's all I've got. Thanks again for liking and subscribing so YouTube can find the channel. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time.